So check this out. Imagine a 9-year-old girl named Angelica. She wakes before sunrise in a remote village in the Philippines. Her hands already calloused from years of labor. She doesn't go to school. Instead, she walks barefoot to a nearby gold mine where she spends most of her days waist deep in toxic slurry, sifting for flecks of gold. Cyanide and mercury swirl around her, silently poisoning her body. She's one of thousands of children trapped in a cycle of environmental degradation, labor exploitation, and crushing inequality. Now let's imagine another 9-year-old girl in Seattle. Let's call her Cleo. She wakes in her warm bed, eats breakfast, and heads to school where she learns about math and science. She plays basketball after class and dreams of becoming a doctor. She has not worried about where her next meal is coming from since the day she immigrated from the slums of Manila. Her life is shaped by opportunity, safety, and choice. Wild, right? These two girls live on the same planet, yet in drastically different worlds. One mines the gold that goes into your jewelry or your electronics, and the other benefits from the systems that keep her far removed from that true cost of gold. Their lives are connected, yet separated by invisible lines of privilege, geography, and power. Those lines, I had firsthand witnessed. Picture this: dark, damp caves deep in the heart of the Philippines. The air is thick and heavy and filled with the whirring sounds of makeshift air compressors. For hours, I watched my people toil in those suffocating depths. And for all that grueling work, what did they emerge with? A mere 10 grams of gold. Like, seriously, that's maybe enough to make one gold ring. In that moment, a profound truth hit me like a physical blow. This was not serving humankind. This was not building a healthier future. And yet for years, I was part of an industry that, despite its shine and glamour, left me with a sickening feeling in my gut. My own personal carbon footprint felt like it had its own zip code in the landfill. And even when I tried to do better by making ethically sourced jewelry, I still wondered if my epitaph would say, "She made shareholders rich and happy." Hard pass. This talk is about those lines, about the systems that allow one child to thrive while another is sacrificed. It's about the hidden cost of our comfort and the urgent need to reimagine a world where Angelica's future matters just as much as Cleo's. To truly understand this hidden cost, we must first look beneath the surface at the very materials that fuel our comfort and privilege. So let's talk about gold. Everybody loves gold, right? It's shiny, it's gold. Every year, we extract 3,000 tons of gold from the earth. To make one gold ring, it takes 20 tons of rock and soil to be moved. That's like moving the same weight as 4 giant elephants for one tiny piece of jewelry. Are we serious right now? And the process, it's hardly clean. Cyanide and mercury are common chemicals that are found in these mining operations. They seep into waterways, and poison the local ecosystems and communities. And guess who bears the brunt of the industry? It's usually folks in the global south, where labor rights are minimal, workers face hazardous conditions, low wages, and exposures to chemicals. Child labor is still commonly reported in these mining operations. The very people that are affected by these extractive processes often do not see the benefits. Wealth flows outwards, but the waste remains behind. Let me say that again. The money, it dips out, but the mess, it stays right there. Here is where the narrative can change. Recycling precious metals is not only less harmful, it's also necessary. Recycled gold generates 600 to 800 times less carbon emissions than gold extracted from ore. Basically, if gold could talk, she'd say, girl, just recycle me. It's better for my health. It eliminates the use for these toxic chemicals and reduces the pressure on our already fragile ecosystem. Nature knows best. Precious metals are finite resources, which means once it's gone, it's gone. But they are infinitely recyclable without losing the same quality from its virgin state. It's as if nature is giving us this like giant shiny hint to recycle our jewelry without actually sending us a memo. And the recycling industry, it takes up to 40 to 50% of precious metal global supply. And worst of all, they end up in our landfills. Yes, people throw their jewelry away in the trash. I know, it's like throwing a whole side hustle in the garbage. Wild. Just wild. It is estimated that $61 billion worth of precious metals is landfilled annually, leading to more pollution and resource depletion, causing an even bigger problem. If you aren't outraged yet, then you're either not paying attention or you're just too comfortable. And if I tell you that pretty much anything that has an on-off button also has silver or gold in it, such as your computers, your cell phones, your cars, our airplanes, our spaceships, our medical devices, solar panels, wind turbines, and you are still not mad, then I don't know what to tell you. In short, silver and gold don't just sit there looking pretty. They're the MVPs of tech and design. Conductive, super bendy, it makes everything work behind the scenes. In my dream world, the jewelry industry would adopt a circular model, prioritizing recycled materials, ethical sourcing, transparency, dramatically reducing its footprint. But nobody wakes up from their dream saying, oh, my dream of disrupting the global supply chain happened while I was catching some Z's. Nah, it requires work, grit, hustle, and a little bit of stubbornness. So I got to work. I built Redyoos. We are an urban mine. Because here is the kicker. The largest and richest untapped mines are not underground. It's in your jewelry boxes. We empower you to do something good with your jewelry. We take your waste and turn it into resource. We recover these precious metals and put it back into a clean supply to ensure we have enough for innovation in renewable energy and technology. This isn't just about sustainability, y'all. It's equity. And listen, working in sustainability can be incredibly unglamorous and thankless. It's a lot like motherhood, just less meal prep, but more carbon emissions report. It's spreadsheets, it's logistics, it's saying no to cheaper and faster when better means slower. Transformation demands discomfort. And all I'm saying is, it's hard work, but you don't need to be a CEO or an expert to drive change. You don't need a cape. You don't even need a LinkedIn premium account. Do this for me. Take a moment and feel that jewelry you're wearing. Or think about the pieces that's tucked away in your jewelry boxes. What if those beautiful pieces already in your hands can tell a different story? What if we can give it second life that actively heals the wounds of the past? Consider recycling that gold, not just for another pretty piece, but to literally help power the future. Imagine your grandmother's ring. This is mine. Or that broken chain becoming a tiny but mighty component in a solar panel or a wind turbine, directly contributing to renewable energy. This isn't just about doing good. It's actively transforming that cycle of exploitation into a pipeline of progress, ensuring that no life like Angelica's ever has to suffer for an ounce of gold again. Because real talk, the system isn't broken. It was built this way to prioritize profits over people and extraction over actually caring. Listen, I know it's easy to think about these lines of privilege and power and say, that's just how it is. But my own crazy journey has taught me those lines, they're not etched in stone. We can redraw them. Not perfectly, not instantly, but intentionally. So if you've got even a little bit of audacity in you, don't just talk about change. Be the proof it's possible. Show up, maybe with your jewelry. Keep showing up, because progress isn't about being flawless. It's about being relentless. Let your glow up be more than just a look. Let it be rooted in integrity. Let it reflect your values, not just your style. Because the real flex is building a world where everybody thrives, where beauty uplifts others, protects the planet, and stands for justice. That's not just a vibe. That is a legacy we can all build together. Thank you.